Hi, and welcome to Tampa Bay's e-News. In this video, I'm just going to show you really quickly how to use Doodle. Doodle is probably the best and easiest meeting scheduling tool that I've found. There are a few other ones out there, but this is the one that I like to use. So it's really pretty easy. Essentially, all you need to do is go to doodle.com. And right here at the top, there's a button that says Schedule an Event. So click on that. And what's going to happen is it's going to basically ask you a few questions about your event for you to figure out. So sample events. Location, we're going to have that at the Presbytery office. Okay, so that's not too bad. Description, don't really need that, but that is helpful. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and send that to my personal address. Okay. And see, that's all it took. You didn't even have to sign up for an account to get the process started. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is basically pick a few days for the particular meeting that you're going to have. Like, let's say that I'm free on Tuesdays and Thursdays generally, and I want to have that meeting either this week or next week. So we'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays. And since I'm the one convening the meeting, it's probably I'm the one that would be setting the times. So hit next, and then you'll just set the times that maybe you want to have the meeting. That can be really complex or really easy. Let's say on Tuesdays I'm usually free in the afternoon and in the early evening, so I'll say 2 to 3. For this one, maybe 3 to 4, and then 4 to 5. Now, let's say that if I want to just use these dates or these times for every date, I can copy and paste that to everything. If I wanted to change that, of course, that's really easy. Let's say I'm available in the mornings on Thursday, 9 to 10 a.m. Oh, and then 10 to 11 a.m. and 11 to 12. Let's see if it gets that right. Okay. All right, so basically you can set times and dates, and of course you can add more time slots if you need them for different days. And then what's going to happen is essentially it's going to, you're going to get a link that you can send out to everyone. There are a few other settings that I'll just go over really quickly. Yes, no, if need be, allows for an extra answer. In other words, it allows participants to say, I really don't want to make that date, but if it's the only date anyone else can do, yeah, I'll do it. I can make that. These other options you can explore at your own leisure. Probably the only one that's really, really useful is the yes, no, if need be. For most Presbyterian churches, maybe you would have cause to use the hidden poll. I can't really imagine how you'd use these other ones, but I'm sure that there's a great way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the basic poll. And then you can just have a link that anyone can use if you select this option, or you can limit it only to certain people by selecting this option. And then you would have to type in the email addresses of your committee members right here. And either option is fine. This option is a little bit easier to use, so I'm going to just select that for the for this particular item. So you can also add a personal message just to test. That actually is a great message. And you can even look at the email, like what is that going to look like. So this is what it'll look like when it comes through on your email. I'm going to hit finish, and then that's going to send an email to me, which is basically going to have a link to this poll. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. You've already seen what the email ought to look like. And this is what the poll looks like. So I'm going to show all of the options. And basically I would just select the ones, I put my name. Since there are so many Daves, I'll go ahead and say Dave Baker, and select the options that work best for me. So that's really all there is to it. Basically, as more and more people come into that poll and put more information into it, there will be updates. I can select this button here to get more updates if I want, or I can just come back to the poll later and see it. So basically, that's going to fill up as we add more participants, and eventually one time and date will, or maybe one or two time or dates, or several time and dates, will make it apparent which time we ought to be having our meeting. So hopefully that helps you with Doodle. As you can see, it's not really very complicated, and it's pretty flexible. Basically, you can just send the link to the poll to the people that you want to have it. Even if people are not a member of your committee or not a member of your meeting, they still have the opportunity to give feedback. If maybe they can make it, or if if you've invited somebody to think about participating in a committee, this is a way to kind of get them involved in the process. So again, hopefully that helps.